Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Please look around you and notice where the exits are located. There's some in the back, on the second floor, and on my right and left. Now, personnel on duty to assist you should the need arise. Would you please be seated? The delegates for degrees within view of their families and other guests are here assembled to be recognized and for having stayed the course of academic rigor in accordance with the procedures and policies of North Carolina Central University. They are the honorees of this hour. Please join me in applauding them. I now declare the 100th and I now declare the 116th commencement exercises open. And it gives me great pleasure to present to you the Chancellor of North Carolina Central University, Charlie Nance.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Come on, come on. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is a wonderful morning. I'd like to take this opportunity to acknowledge our platform guests, especially including our Speaker, Congressman G.K. Butterfield. Welcome home. Other elected officials, representatives from our Board of Governors and the Board of Trustees, retirees, and clergy, I ask you to please stand and be recognized. Members of our Board of Trustees, Board of Governors, other elected representatives, and clergy, thank you so much for joining us. I'm pleased to acknowledge the presence of a person dear to me, Janetta Nelms, my partner and friend for 40 years. Thank you for joining us. Tiffany Williams, are you here? Tiffany Williams, will you please stand? Tiffany, stand up. Stand up. Remain standing. I want to talk about you a little bit. Tiffany is graduating today in keeping with the tradition of her family of Eagles. Mom and Dad, Calvin and Juanita, are alumni from the classes of 82 and 86 respectively. Brother Sean graduated in 2005 with a degree in Parks and Recreation Management. Sister Shiana came through the next year with her bachelor's in Hospitality and Tourism Management and later her Master of Information Science. And now it's Tiffany's turn. Williams family members, we're not done yet. We're waiting on Alex, who will be here hopefully in 2013, so we can say we've graduated the entire set. Congratulations to you, Tiffany. As we begin these commencement exercises, I have 3 simple requests. For those of you who may not have attended an HBCU commencement exercise in the past, you need to know that commencement, Founders Day, are really special. So we just honor, those are sort of like sacred days. And so I have these 3 requests I want to make at the beginning. First, turn off your cell phone or put it in a mute mode. Second, do not obstruct the view of others by standing when you're not requested to do so. Please refrain from excessive celebrations when degrees are conferred. And just remember this. This is a serious point. Just remember this. there may be people, there just may be people around you with hearing or visual impairments, and we want them to see and hear the names of their loved ones as they come up to receive their degree. So we ask that you give them that respect. Welcome to North Carolina Central University and to the 116th commencement exercises. It is my practice to highlight 3 courageous students in our graduating class to let you know we're all aware that it wasn't easy for many of you to get here. Carlton Kuntz, I want you to stand. Carlton. Former editor of the award-winning student newspaper, the Campus Echo. 13 years ago, college was not in Carlton's future. At 15, you see, Kuntz was in and out of trouble, and he had to leave his mother's house. Depressed and poor, he dropped out of school. At 18, he found himself in trouble again. But Kuntz turned his life around. He found the help he needed, completed his GED and an associate's degree, and started a family. Kuntz was admitted to NCCU in 2008 and immediately began writing for the student newspaper. The next year, he was made editor. His faculty advisor, the faculty advisor for the Echo, Dr. DePressler, had this to say, quote, "He's one of the best editors I've ever worked with," end quote. Under Kuntz's leadership, the Campus Echo revised its online edition and won 9, not 5, but 9 Excellence in Journalism awards, including Best Overall HBCU Student Newspaper and Best HBCU Online Student Newspaper. Today, he will graduate summa cum laude, earning his degree in, I'm not finished yet, earning his degree in mass communications with a concentration in journalism. Congratulations, Carlton. Caroline Jogu. Stand, please. Stand, Caroline. Will you please stand? Where are you, Caroline? We want to see you. Caroline Jogu had embarked on a life of service to others long before she came to North Carolina Central University. At the end of the school day in our home city of Nairobi, Kenya, Caroline went to work as a volunteer with homeless children. This year, Jogu was selected as one of 200 students nationwide to receive the Albert Schweitzer Fellowship. Working with African Advocates Against AIDS, a nonprofit organization in Raleigh, Caroline created a lay health advisor program to provide diabetes and hypertension education to African refugees in the Raleigh-Durham area. For several months, she worked to recruit participants and develop and deliver a training program, all while carrying a full course load and working part-time in the School of Education. In the 10 years that Jogu has been in the United States, she has volunteered with the American Red Cross, Duke Home Care and Hospice, and her church. Today, Caroline is graduating magna cum laude with a master's degree in public administration. Congratulations to you. Caroline, we thank you for your commitment to serving humanity. Gary Bradley Hodges. Gary's story is one about the tough economy. Faced with the demotion, Gary decided that he would earn the degree he abandoned many years ago. He said, quote, "I didn't feel like I needed a degree. I was making good money. That was a big mistake," end quote. Gary had great role models. You see, he watched as his mom, dad, and sister all lost their jobs, picked themselves up, and started over. His dad lost his job at IBM, enrolled at Stanley Community College, and now he has a new degree in biomedical technology. When Gary found himself in a similar situation, he immediately thought of his father. He completed his associate's degree at Durham Technical Community College and enrolled in NCCU School of Business. This week, as he prepares for the December 18th wedding to his fiancée, Laura, he says, quote, "This will be the first time in 4.5 years where I'm not working full-time and going to school full-time," end quote. Today, this day in December, he's graduating summa cum laude with his bachelor's degree in business administration. Congratulations to you, Gary. Congratulations to you, Caroline. Congratulations to you, Kuntz. Congratulations to each of you. Graduates, you didn't get here on your own. You graduate today with the help of your family, friends, and loved ones, from the dedicated faculty and staff of this university, and yes, from a higher power. Graduates, stand up, stand to your feet, rise, and acknowledge those who helped make it possible for you to get here. Please be seated. Thank you very much. We will proceed with reflections from the Reverend Dr. Alice Evans.
Good morning. For a moment there, I thought the Chancellor had my speech here. Please let us remember as we bring this year to a close that it was not by our own power. For you are known by many names and possessed with the power to examine every heart. Let your voice speak loudly within our hearts, for we are told that out of the heart flows the issues of life. We ask that you provide us with a pure heart in the service of humanity and the wisdom of humility as we move forward in our destiny. Let us remember all of those that have made this day possible, the faculty and staff whose hard work and dedication proved invaluable, the families that are here to witness this special hour, the students who stayed the course, and for the Chancellor and his loving wife whose commitment to serve is greatly appreciated. We are mindful that it is by faith, fueled by hope, that our aspirations will be to build a better community, a caring society, and a world safe for all. We recognize that we are the vessels sent forth by your power to seek justice and to become the ambassadors of goodwill. We ask for your continued grace and mercy, that it will abide and preside over this service. It is through our supplications we honor your presence. Amen.
We will now have greetings from the UNC Board of Governors. The board is represented today by Mr. Stephen Baldwin, followed by the chair of the Board of Trustees of North Carolina Central University, then of course followed by the senior class president and the Graduate Student Association, in that order.
Chancellor Nams, members of the platform, the faculty, and especially to my friend G.K. Butterfield, who I've known for many, many years, and to the very special ones that we're here today, the graduates of NCCU, to their family, I bring you greetings on behalf of the University of North Carolina Board of Governors, where Hannah Gage is our chairman. And this is a special day because I serve on the board and chair this governance committee, and I get to determine who gets to come and bring this greeting. So I selected myself to come and talk to you. That's because you're special. I talked to some other NCCU graduates before I came, they told me to tell you that Eagle is no ordinary barnyard fowl. And I said, what is that about? The other thing that I learned that you're not ordinary, and you need to appreciate this, you have an excellent chancellor. Chancellor Nams is the very best. I've had the occasion to be on that board a long time, and I've seen many chancellors, and there's none more effective on behalf of his constituents and students as Chancellor Nams. You have an excellent faculty. They have prepared you to go into the world. So when they start talking about ordinary, Eagles are not ordinary. We don't expect you to be ordinary. We expect you to be exceptional. And as I was looking, coming into the campus, they had posted many of your graduates. They're not ordinary. You got to carry on that tradition. The other reason that I had the opportunity to come here today and bring you this wonderful salute, because we love you at the Board of Governors. You are special. NCCU is a crown jewel in this system, and we appreciate it. We want you to carry that forward. I have the other special reason for being here. Is Alex Winters in the house? Alex, that's my nephew. He loves this university like I love this university. So on behalf of the University of North Carolina Board of Governors, I bring you greetings. I wish you the very best. It's no easy world out there, but you're prepared to meet it. Carry on, continue to the high heights that we know the Central's Eagles go, continue to be the leaders of tomorrow, and congratulations.
Good morning. I bring you greetings from the Board of Trustees, some of whom are here today, and you saw them and they were recognized by the Chancellor. But I bring a special welcome to my friend and double Eagle, Congressman G.K. Butterfield. You know, every graduating class is special, but you are members of the class of 2010, the centennial year of NCCU's existence. And you are the largest December graduating class in the history of NCCU. We began our celebration with a reenactment of the signing of the charter that established our school. There were special concerts, lectures, plays, and art exhibits, including ones for our much-beloved Ernie Barnes and Alexander Rivera. At our Centennial Gala, the Shepherd Medallions were conferred on Chancellors Emeritus Whiting, Walker, and Chambers, as well as accomplished alumni Representative Mickey Michaud, the Honorable Maddie Sharpless, and Miss Peggy Ward. The Centennial HBCU Symposium drew 400 academicians from around the country to hear the U.S. Secretary of Education and others speak to the issues confronting historically black colleges. Chancellor Nams is continuing that national dialogue about the importance of these treasured colleges in the future. And then there was the dedication of the Centennial Gardens, including the relocation of the beautiful stone church that has become an instant icon for our campus. Graduates, there have never been a more exciting time to be at NCCU, and you will always be among the Centennial class. We are working hard to make you proud of your alma mater, and we know that you will make us proud. When you cross the stage today, as our gift to you, you will receive the Centennial History of NCCU. Congratulations, graduates of 2010.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Especially to the graduating class of 2010. Truly, it is an honor to stand before you today. I am Tamika Larry, your senior class president. We are gathered here today to celebrate our graduates for their wonderful accomplishments. It was your determination, perseverance, fortitude, and tenacity that helped you reach your success. But on today, I encourage the wonderful class of 2010 to spread your wings and continue to soar high, because the journey is not over. As you transition upon new journeys, filled with fresh obstacles, successes, and learning experiences, find encouragement in words of Scripture which declare, "They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." Graduates, you have your wings, so failure is not an option. Continue to allow excellence to be your standard and truth and service to be your guide. And I am confident that success will be your reward. Eagle pride. Oh, graduates, I know you can do better than that. Eagle pride. Thank you. Congratulations. And be encouraged.
Good morning. To Chancellor Nelms, Vice Chancellors, Deans, Associate Deans, and other distinguished university officials, to Congressman G.K. Butterfield, I bring greetings to December 2010 graduates. I am Braylon Smith, a first-year graduate student in the Department of Public Administration. I have the pleasure of serving as Associate Executive Counselor for the North Carolina Central University Graduate Students Association. On behalf of the NCCU Graduate Students Association, as well as the entire NCCU student body, I offer, with much respect and even some envy, heartfelt congratulations to the 2010 December graduates. We respect the hard work you have done to achieve your academic goals at NCCU. We wish you the best as you continue your scholarly pursuits and as you begin a new journey in your careers. You are now members of the new elite. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause for our new alumni, Eagles of NCCU, December 2010.
Thanks to each of you for your greetings. We're indebted to Congressman Butterfield for his support of North Carolina Central University, not just since he's been in Congress, but for a very long time. He, along with Congressman David Price, was instrumental in procuring the congressional resolution honoring our centennial that was passed in the House back in May. He's also established internships with members of the Congressional Black Caucus in Washington, D.C. for more than 60 of our law students. Congressman Butterfield's official biography does not convey his passion for public service. He's been a passionate advocate for his Eastern North Carolina district for years. He never flinches from telling the unvarnished truth about the hard issues facing the first district, including depressed literacy rates and limited health care and employment opportunities. He began his life of advocacy when he was only 14. See, you don't have to wait until you become senior. You can start at age 14, 10, 6, even younger. He and his friend Toby Fitch, who is now Judge Toby Fitch, met with their classmates in the basement of Jackson Chapel Church in Wilson, North Carolina. They organized a march on the local theater protesting the relegation of the black patrons to the balcony seats. It took a few marches, but Butterfield and Fitch gained entry to the main floor of that theater, and so commenced a career that was bolstered by undergraduate and law degrees from this university and highlighted by years of civil rights litigation, a seat on the bench of North Carolina's First Judicial Division, and on this state's highest court, the North Carolina Supreme Court. Now he serves in the United States House of Representatives. And I ask you to please join me in giving a warm Eagle welcome to our own double Eagle, Congressman G.K. Butterfield.
Thank you, Doc. You did some research. You did. I told the Chancellor that he had done some research that I don't normally hear in introductions, but thank you very much, Chancellor Nelms, and thank you for the invitation to come today to be a part of this wonderful occasion. To the Board of Governors members who are here assembled, especially my good friend, Attorney Steve Bowden, who is an attorney extraordinary in Greensboro, North Carolina. It's good to
see you, Steve, and thank you for what you mean to our university system. To the chairman of the Board of Trustees for North Carolina Central University, Glenn Adams, and to the other trustees who have come today, especially Kay Thomas, who is a constituent in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, and a former classmate here at North Carolina Central University. To the administrators and to the members of the faculty and to the many alumni who have come today for this occasion. To my good friend, Robert Lawson. Where did Robert go? Robert Lawson, the official photographer for North Carolina Central University. You must know that he took my picture when I graduated from high school. That is a true story. When I graduated from college, when I graduated from law school, and when my daughter graduated from North Carolina Central University. He is older than you think. But most of all, to the families of these graduates and to the graduates themselves. I am very grateful for the opportunity to share this very special day in your life. You know, from time to time, I have the honor of speaking for commencement exercises. I've spoken for high school and college and even law school commencements. And I always begin my speech, first of all, by saying I'm going to be brief, and I am. But I always begin my speech by saying that there's no greater honor than to be a commencement speaker, and that is true. But today is especially rewarding for me. Because NCCU is my alma mater, as you have heard. And so this is the highest of honors. Yes, I came to this campus. It was called North Carolina College at Durham. I came to this campus in 1965 from a segregated, Kay Thomas knows what I'm talking about. I see Dr. Mizell over there. We came to this campus from segregated public school systems in eastern North Carolina, where African American teachers made it their life mission. It was their life mission to train my generation, and they did. When I came to this campus, the Civil Rights Act had passed in Congress the year before, and the Voting Rights Act had passed just days before. And so this was a very important moment in our history when I came to this campus. I went to Chidley Hall and became a resident of room 331. We had one campus police officer. His name was Mr. Marable. Mr. Marable was also responsible for delivering newspapers on the campus. And so Mr. Marable would come into Chidley Hall at 7 o'clock in the morning and say, "Get your newspaper now. The Durham Morning Herald, get your newspaper now. 10 cents, get your paper." And that was the NCCU that I found. And then there was a payphone on the 3rd floor of Chidley Hall. No such thing as cell phones. You would wait in line for 30 or 40 minutes to use the payphone. Those were the days then, and these are the days now. You know, when my class arrived, we were told that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. had visited this campus a few months earlier and had come to this gymnasium, and 5,000 people had shown up for his speech. And he spoke that day, I am told, of his dream of racial equality and equal opportunity for future generations. You were a part of his vision. I was a part of his vision. This institution was a part of his vision. The election of black elected officials in this country were a part of his vision. And the epitome of his vision was the election of President Barack Obama 45 years later. The The last 45 years since I left this campus has been nothing but transformational. Now, I know that we are here today to recognize the graduates, and certainly we will do that. But there are other heroes and sheroes here who should also be recognized, because graduates, you share with them your success. And I, of course, refer to the parents who possess the brains that you were lucky enough to inherit. And secondly, they probably provided at least some of the money you needed to sustain yourselves while you were here. I congratulate the parents of these families. And let me, while I'm on the subject of thanking, let me publicly thank Chancellor Nelms for his friendship and his leadership and vision in taking this university to higher heights. He serves in the tradition of Dr. James E. Shepard, who is in your program, who founded this institution 100 years ago. Chancellor Nelms clearly understands the importance of what I call a relevant higher education. I say relevant because the American workforce has radically changed over the past 10 years. Not only do we need teachers and doctors and lawyers and preachers, but we need scientists and bright minds who can perform innovative research and develop new technologies for the world. And I thank you, Chancellor Nelms, for understanding that and for your leadership. Finally, let me thank the administrators and faculty for their dedication and commitment to higher education. I have such fond memories of those teachers and professors who devoted their lives to my generation, and I could call many of them by name. These individuals here today have devoted their life to your success, and they deserve great adoration and great praise from all of us. And now for the graduates. Just look at you. Just look at you. My. Just the other day, you were starting elementary school, kindergarten, and now you are a college graduate. Look at you. I see my dear godchild, Whitley Grant, from my district. Just the other day, she was in elementary school. Hey, Whitley. And now, magna cum laude college graduate. You all have done it. You done it. When I was typing that word, you done it, in my word processor last night, it gave me two options. It said, do you really want to say that, or do you want to say you did it, or you have done it? And I rejected both of those suggestions. You done it, and congratulations. And on a serious note, some of you, and the Chancellor introduced a few, some of you defied the odds. And I'm proud of you and so thrilled for your families who sit there today. Some are crying, some are just sitting there very quiet. But I am proud of your families because they are proud of you. One of my greatest joys as a student was to make my family proud of me. And you make your families proud of you. You know, one of my most treasured pictures is a black and white photograph of me standing with my parents in front of this gymnasium after my graduation. So take your pictures today and enjoy. You make your families very proud. They have had some sleepless nights, you know they have. They've had some uncertain days, but they had faith in you. They had faith in Almighty God that you would succeed, and their prayers have been answered. But they know, and I know, and you should know that there are more miles in front of you than behind you. And so you must prepare to make this journey. You must make this journey prayerfully and with a plan. As you make this journey, you must be faithful. First, you must be faithful to this university. You must understand the rich history of NCCU. NCCU has trained thousands of young minds who are now out in the world doing great things. NCCU was the first state-supported liberal arts college for African American students in the nation. From the founding day in 1910 until this day, 100 years later, NCCU has helped lead the way in higher education, particularly for African Americans. There are NCCU alumni chapters all across the country, consisting of Eagles who are doing great things for their community, and you should align yourself with them. You should know and get to know Tanya Butler Davis, who is the national president of the Alumni Association. You should study the history of your alma mater and be faithful to what she represents. Be faithful. Be faithful to your family. If you haven't figured it out, and most of you have, your family must be the center of your life. You would not be sitting in those seats today were it not for your families and most of all for their sacrifice. Be faithful. Be faithful. Be faithful, graduates, to humanity. You must understand that there are 6 billion people in the world, 300 million in the U.S., 6 billion people in the world. And you must understand that 1/2 of them, 3 billion of the 6 billion, live on less than $2 per day. You got to have a global perspective. You must understand that 30,000 children in the world under the age of 5 die from malnutrition and disease, not every year, but every day. I want to repeat that, and Joe Gu from Kenya can tell you a little bit more about this than I can. 30,000 children in the world under the age of 5 die from malnutrition every day. In this country, 36 million people live in poverty. 300 million in the country. 36 million people live in poverty. 1 out of 8. 1 out of 5 of our children in this country lives in poverty. My message to you is that you cannot ignore humanity. And as you leave this place, you cannot ignore the world. Be faithful. Finally, graduates, be faithful to yourself. Education without character is very dangerous. Character is who we are. Abraham Lincoln said, reputation is the shadow. Character is the tree. Our character is not just what we try to display for others to see. It is who we are, even when no one is watching. Good character, graduates, is doing the right thing because it is right to do what is right. Everyone has character. Remember that. Everyone has character. But some have good character and others have bad character. You must have good character along with your education. If you choose a path of good character, I promise you, you will succeed even if you encounter obstacles along the way. People will help you if you have good character. People will help you and they will avoid you if you don't have good character. Graduates, that is true. That is true. If you have good character, people will help you. If you have less than good character, people will avoid you. Graduates, I urge you to savor this moment and know that today is not the conclusion in your life, but is simply a milepost along your journey, and I wish you well. It is now in your hands, graduates. You see, I like to put it this way. A basketball, and we're in a gymnasium, and I saw many basketball games in this gym. A basketball in my hands is worth $25. You know that. In the chancellor's hands, too, is worth $25. But if you put that basketball in Kobe Bryant's hands, it's worth about $25 million. The point is, it depends on whose hands it's in. A golf club in my hand is worth about $59. A golf club in the hands of Tiger Woods is worth a Grand Slam golf tournament. The message is, it depends on whose hands it's in. A tennis racket, let's try this one. A tennis racket is useless in my hands. A tennis racket in Venus Williams' hands is a Wimbledon championship. It depends on whose hand it sits in. A rod in my hands will keep away a wild animal. A rod in the hands of Moses will part the mighty sea. It depends on whose hands it's in. You'll like this one. Two fish. Two fish and 5 loaves of bread in my hand. 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread in my hand is a fish sandwich. Two fish and 5 loaves in God's hands will feed thousands. It depends on whose hands it's in. Nails in my hands are a bad wound. Nails in the hands of Jesus will produce salvation for the entire world. It depends on whose hands it's in. So graduates, put your concerns and your worries and your fears and your hopes, your dreams, your families, and your relationships in God's hands, because it depends on whose hands it's in. Congratulations on a job well done.
Thank you very much. The eagle is no ordinary barnyard fowl. Thank you for exemplifying what we're trying to, and typifying what we're trying to do with our Communicating to Succeed initiative. Thank you very much. All students who are graduating with honors will now be recognized by Dr. Kwesi Agre, President, Provost, rather. I'm giving you all kinds of titles. We haven't had anyone with president in the title for 35 years. Provost Agre, come now and let's recognize those graduating with honors.
Good morning. Will all students graduating with honors please stand? North Carolina Central University is proud to congratulate all its graduates and to offer gratitude to all those who have made this day a momentous occasion for them. We pause now to especially recognize those students who have excelled academically, placing them in the special classification of honor students. To you, honor students, we say thanks for your high academic achievement. We celebrate that achievement as you fulfill the essential purpose of higher education and inspire those who follow you. From its beginning as the National Religious Training School in Chautauqua, this institution has grown tremendously, but has held to its primary mission of academic excellence and education for service. It is your good fortune to be here today as beneficiaries of a legacy of vision, sacrifice, and achievement. Again, congratulations on your outstanding academic performance, and may you continue to soar high with the eagles. Who can predict to what heights the eagle will soar? Please be seated.
thank you, Mr. Banks and members of America's greatest choir, the North Carolina Central University Choir. Graduate and professional degrees will now be conferred. I call upon Provost Kwesi Agri to please come forward.
Well, we've heard the Chancellor say over and over again, if graduation is not your destination, then you don't belong here. And we thought it was never going to happen, but it's here now. And you've made it. Chancellor Nelms, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates here assembled have qualified in all respects for degrees by successfully completing curricula offered by the several graduate and professional schools of North Carolina Central University and have been certified by the registrar and recommended by the faculty and the Board of Trustees for award of the appropriate graduate degrees. Will the summa cum laude candidates for the degrees of Master of Arts, Master of Public Administration, Master of Science, Master of Social Work, Master of Music, Master of Business Administration, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Education, Master of School Administration, Master of Information Science, Master of Library Science, and Juris Doctor, please stand and remain standing. Would the magna cum laude candidates in those same degree programs stand and remain standing? Will the cum laude candidates in those same degree programs stand and remain standing? Will all other candidates for the same degree programs please stand and remain standing? Chancellor Nelms, it is with pleasure that I present to you these candidates who have successfully completed all the requirements for graduation in their respective academic programs. They have been certified by the registrar, approved by the faculty and the Board of Trustees, and are now commended to you for conferral of the graduate degrees Master of Arts, Master of Public Administration, Master of Science, Master of Social Work, Master of Music, Master of Business Administration, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Education, Master of School Administration, Master of Information Science, Master of Library Science, and Juris Doctor.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the North Carolina Central University Board of Trustees and the University of North Carolina Board of Governors, I do hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have qualified with all honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations. Please be seated.
Good morning. I'm Sandra DeLauder, Interim Dean for the School of Graduate Studies. Dr. Elwood Robinson, Dean of the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences. Dr. Mary Matthew, Interim Dean of the College of Liberal Arts. Dr. Yolanda Anderson, Interim Dean of the College of Science and Technology. Dr. Sundar Fleming, Interim Dean of the School of Business. Dr. Cecilia Stepp-Jones, Dean of the School of Education. Dr. Irene Owens, Dean of the School of Library and Information Sciences, and Attorney Raymond Pierce, Dean of the School of Law, will announce the candidates for graduate and professional degrees in their respective colleges or school. Dr. Diane Scott and Dr. Freddie Parker will read the names.
Will the candidates for Master of Arts, Master of Science, Master of Public Administration, Master of Social Work in the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences, would you please stand and turn to the person on your left and hood that person and then move to the platform.
Yayetta Roberts. Tiffany Jones. Christy Horn. Natasha Pitts Adwaters. Terry Hugie. Marlo Walston. Usador S. Gay. Caroline Ungoji. Norma Petway. Yolanda Keith. William B. Gentry. Leonard Sturdivant. Amora Cameron. Dana Neville. Christopher Best. Garion Bunn. Vanessa Dunn. Brenda Morris. Ashley Taylor. Kenneth Hargrove. Jessica Hart Blackwell. James Walker. Kristen Jones. Wilma Evans. Ellen Whitworth. Osteria Wishworth. Terry Bell. Sheila Jones. Carla Hyman. Jonathan Leach. Michelle Wells. Michelle Casper. Faceless Suro. Alexis Kresk, Charles Bennett, Michelle Brown, Persephone Finley, Sharika Coleman, Willie Bell Jr., Denise Smith, Tracy Day Wilson, Inyang Williams, Tamika Yarborough, Pamela Bond, Fletcher Burnett,
Congratulations. You may be seated.
Will the candidates for Master of Arts in the College of Liberal Arts please stand, hood the person to your left, and proceed towards the platform.
Bernard Bays, Jocelyn Bloomfield, Alicia Hatcher, Kanali Battle, Larry Drawn Jr.,
Congratulations to these high-achieving students and the faculty of the College of Liberal Arts who made it possible for them to succeed. Please join me in a round of applause.
Will the candidates for the Master of Science in the College of Science and Technology please stand, turn, and hood the person to your left, and then move to the platform.
Dorothy Tolo, Havinder Kaur, Rokita Sloan, Damian Sledge, Charles Jagon, Mohammed Asasu, Syed Gilani, Charles Revelle, Clarence Revelle.
Congratulations, graduates. Please be seated.
Will the candidates for the Master of Business Administration please stand? Hood the person to your left, then proceed to the platform.
Glenda Taylor. Sema Kara. Brian Argudello. Lydia Diro. Candy Scarborough. Anthony Henderson. Deborah Awosanya. Amy Bailey. Min Jong.
Congratulations, and please be seated.
Will the candidates for the Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Education, and Master of School Administration in the School of Education please stand? Turn and hood the person to your left, then move to the platform.
Latoya Madugal. Anitra Evans. Tamikia Powell. Jane Perkinson. Pius Ondachi. Adrian Haith. Tabitha Haynes. Travis Cooper. Keith Sumter. Teresa Howell. Antoine Lee. Michelle Hughes Washington. Delphia Daniels. Ashley Bunn. Corey Odom. Shantae Collins. Ashley Lofton. Frank Eaton. Terrell James. Tisha Fauntleroy, Sharita Cruz, Latanya Ragland, Sierra Brown, Cheryl Isaac, Aura Tatum, Janetta Smith, Danielle McGowan, Emmy Autry, Lauren McAdam, Frederick Turner, Jacqueline Smith, Saja Abul Wakil, Jermaine Paul, Lavender Advent Alston, Gina Ligon, Bernadine Prout, Charmaine Day Heggie, DeAndres Edwards, Sherry Williams, Tanisa Rucker, Alteric Dunstan,
Congratulations, you may be seated.
Good morning. Will the candidates for the Master of Information Science and Master of Library Science please stand, turn, and hood the person to your left, then move to the podium.
Taquanda Lawrence, Angela Bates, Maya Thomas, Calvin Coleman Jr., Ray McCallum, Tanya McMahon, Ponce Mercer, Alicia Deese, Calvin Ross, Adelaide Scott Tillman, Cedric Clark, Mary Lofton, Latoya Johnson, Robert Rose, Jessica Bazzelli, Janice Moore, Latisha Wilkins, Kathleen Stewart Taylor, Diana Emerson, Ahmed Al-Badai, Scott Lovett, Lola Randolph, Brian Agudelo,
Congratulations. Please be seated.
Will the candidates for the Juris Doctor degree please stand, turn and hood the person to your left, then move to the platform.
Harry Daniels. Kurt Abershed.
Thank you. Please be seated.
Congratulations to all of our graduate students who are graduating today. Please give them a round of applause. Baccalaureate degrees will now be conferred. Provost Agri, please come forward.
Excuse me. Undergraduates, it's now our turn. Chancellor Nelms, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates here assembled have qualified in all respects for the degrees by successfully completing curricula offered by the colleges and schools of North Carolina Central University and have been recommended by the faculty and the Board of Trustees and certified by the registrar for award of the appropriate bachelor degrees. Will the summa cum laude candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Social Work, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Bachelor of Business Administration, and Bachelor of Arts degree in Elementary Education and Middle Grades Education, please stand and remain standing. Will the magna cum laude candidates in those same disciplines stand and remain standing? Will the cum laude candidates in those same disciplines stand and remain standing? Will all other candidates for the same degrees please stand and remain standing? Chancellor Nelms, it is with pleasure that I present to you these candidates who have successfully completed all the requirements for graduation in their respective undergraduate academic programs.
Upon the recommendation of the undergraduate faculty of the respective schools and colleges of the university, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of North Carolina Central University and by the Board of Governors of the University of North Carolina, I do hereby confer upon each of you the degree for which you have qualified with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations. Please be seated.
Dr. Elwood Robinson, Dean, College of Behavior and Social Sciences. Dr. Mary T. Matthew, Interim Dean, College of Liberal Arts. Dr. Yolanda Anderson, Interim Dean, College of Science and Technology. Dr. Eleanor Rowland, Interim Chair, Department of Nursing. Interim Dean Fleming and Dean Step Jones will announce the candidates for undergraduate degrees in their respective college or school. Dean Robbins.
Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Social Work in the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences please stand and come to the platform?
Ariane Hopper. Alicia Taylor. Tawana Fogg. Dolores R. Bird Williams. Justine McNair. Teresia Dawes. Shantae Perry. Juan Richardson. Shalonda Henry. James H. Williams. Timothy Jarman. Abeniki Campbell. Marcia Bonkazi. Victoria Norris. Burnett D. Small. Alvin L. Adams II. Gina Smith. Kevon Mitchell. Sasha Elliott. Brandon Norman. Jamaica O. Gooding. Jessica Curry. Dawn Sanders. Kimberly Wallace. Ashley Graves. Yanika E. Myers. Juan Onyuzurika. Regina Garner. Jessica Grimes. Ricky Rogers. Angelica Bowles. LaDelicia Chaston. Aaron C. Scott. Lanita S. Moore. Lindsay Packingham. Ashley Tuck. Tamika Gainey. Brittany Blake. Shashonda Alford, Gabrielle Simmons Wright, Katona D. Thomas, Begetta L. Hardnett Harris, Turquoise L. Thompson, Sharetta Richard, Saquon R. Johnson, Brittany L. Wilkins, Bryant Rice, Candace M. Carter, Sean Gore, Tamisha McKnight, Nicole Isaac, Janelle Nicole Isaac, Shannon A. Grimes, Charlisa Copeland, Tracy Daniels, China L. King McCaskill, Javon M. Clark, Udamaka Nwoko, Daisy Amadi, Alicia D. Monroe, Martha M. Alba, Chantal Cassels, Shamil M. Ogilvie, Jasmine A. West, Annie N. Jackson, Leslie D. Ward, Carmelita T. Lindsay, Theodora P. McMillan, Tachika M. Davis, Tamsin Woolley, Kelly N. Hazel, Faz Murad, Larisha S. Whitley, Brittany K. Marshall, Tammy C. Davis, Diana N. Kamua, Victor J. Green, Tanisha D. Benison, Fiona E. Moore, Chastity Ward, Chanel N. Davis, Atiya Y. Bay, Kiosha Bell, Jaleesa R. Wilson, Janisha M. Simpson, Jalecia M. Thomas, Courtney R. Tillman, Robin D. Kinney, Delicia L. Cruz Davis, Courtney J. Artis, Christina N. Martin, Tamia C. Davis, Tashaya J. Webb, Eric C. Stanley, Tanika L. Hunter, Marilyn A. Johnson, LaRon E. Thomas, Anthony L. Sharp, Jr., Everett K. Sherrod, Jr., Randall J. Steiner, Brandy L. Cruz, Carmen M. Christian, Latoya A. Corbett, Genevieve N. Hyman, Jordell M. Bynum, Latoya C. Selby, George W. Cooper, Tyra Waterman,
Dakita Brady, Misty Rowland, Francesca Terry, Tanel White, Sean Sample, Shamikia Ingram, Cassie Stratton, Honora Sumter, Latasha Jones, Conedria Hall, Yvonne Floyd, Jessica Green, Beatrice Ellis, Saeed Abdul Aziz, Janice N. Jones, Latoya R. Pritchard, Miko M. Whitaker, Shauna T. Jones, Shireen S. Green, Latoya S. Ferrier, Shanika D. Skurlock, Genobia L. Baldwin, Mahogany S. Rogers, Ebony N. Coley, Harry J. Aquita, Abu Kake, Razaman Bankoli, Latoya S. Hill, Lamisha D. Banks, Kanisha S. Moore, Glennis E. Jones, Aldrich Whitesides, Shanice M. Dixon, Tiffany D. Martin, Gregory D. Pruitt, Jr., Alexander J. Winters, Alan H. Lee, Jr., Richard A. Clark, Justin F. Goodson, Seth D. Boone, Nike Moon, Mercedes Uzzle, Sponity J. Newton, Alan G. Thompson II. James B. Jordan. Carmia I. Ryans. Alicia N. Suber. Latoya S. Watkins. Gabrielle Garcon. Brittany N. McDonald. Rayana M. Hargrove. Crystal L. Person. Christy Scott. Irvin Davis, Jr. Tamika Harper Purcell. Dana L. Powell. Tamika N. Jones. Ederonke Adeniyi. Jonathan C. Black. Alvina M. McCallop. Carissa D. Williams. Shannon M. Samuels. Archinda L. Deloach. Emmy Manga.
Congratulations, everyone. You may be seated.
Will the candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Music in the College of Liberal Arts please move towards the platform?
Bobby Cherry Davis. Yaviance A. Washington. Natasha K. Crisp. James K. Blackwell, Jr. Sumara Mubarak. Tyanese M. Zayas. Callie R. Williams. Actually, I know you, Theus. Theus T. Jones. Roke. Ashley Roke. Shamika D. Whitted. Gregory T. Pickett. Kendra McNair Worley. Jacqueline R. Smith. Carlton S. Kuntz. David L. Fitz, Jr. Jolanda B. Kendall. Valerie M. Bass. Tressie L. McMillan. Tamara A. Edwards. Shanika Quinache. Thank you. Keandra J. Robinson. Sinwan D. Garner. Ashley P. Baker. Jahara S. Davis. Lindley R. Joyner, Jr., Leonard C. Rowe, Demario K. Harris, James F. Johnson, Kadisha C. Murray, Sabrina Bass, Valerie T. Richardson, Melissa R. Payne, Matthew S. Beatty, Amanda N. Brown, Omar A. Robinson, Erica T. Smith, Shannon M. Saunders, Ursula D. McCrae, Alicia N. Bird, Ashley L. Campbell, Brianna A. Aguilar, Aisha L. Jackson, Jamise N. Slade, Jamal McCrae, Desmond Webb, Lashara M. Austin, Marcus Davis, Tawana L. Brooks, Anthony T. Johnson, Chastity R. Noble,
Congratulations. Please be seated.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in the College of Science and Technology please move to the platform?
Kezia Adu, Margaret M. Nagaga, Alice E. Rose, Osa Ihodara, Willie Hale II, Mary Ann Snow Smith, Sherelle G, Ryan E. Wren, Charles E. Krapesack, Cheryl Clark, Tasha Sneed, Deborah N. Goffney, Ronald K. McMillan Jr., Mia Moultrie, Stanley Ugweke, Donnell Winston II, Kevin L. Smith. Leatha R. Key. Patricia Klein Thomas. Darrell G. Costin. Jermaine T. Martin.
Congratulations. Please be seated.
Good morning. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing please move to the platform?
Annette L. Williams. Janet P. Wilson. Ashton D. White. Michael C. Bannister. O.C.A. Brigman. Brittany L. McClinton. Latasha M. Oakley. Lynette D. Williams.
Congratulations. Please be seated.
Will the candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Science in the School of Business please move to the platform?
Kokisha Gary. Robert Lloyd King. Mariko S. Dove. Erica Dixon. Gregory Moss. Tiffany N. Williams. Morgan A. Wallace. Samuel K. Kariki.
Membership in the Alumni Association, wherever I may be. Through association with fellow alumni, I shall ever do my best to uphold the ideals and traditions of my alma mater. I pledge as a citizen to exemplify the high ideals thus implied, seeking truth always, rendering positive service to community, state, and nation, and so to live as ever to bring honor and respect to my alma mater. You're now duly inducted members of the NCCU Alumni Association. But before you sit down, one more thing. In this season of giving, I have been encouraging alumni to give the gift of membership to family members, friends, strangers, anyone they know who might be an Eagle. So to honor my own words, I am giving 5 memberships today for the year after your complimentary membership into the National Alumni Association. How am I doing this? Underneath your seats are some envelopes, randomly selected. If you could, please look under your seat for your envelopes. When you find the envelope, I need you to raise your hand. Raise the envelope in your hand. There's 1, 2, 3. Again, there should be 1, 2. Other envelope, please. 3. There should be another. Okay. Please meet that deadline and honor my commitment in paying your alumni dues the year after your complimentary year. And the last one I would like to recognize is a family member, my first cousin, Deanna Davis. Come get your membership. Again, congratulations and welcome to the Eagle family. You may be seated.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Davis. As Chancellor here at North Carolina Central University, I have the opportunity to give you your last assignment. And I want to give you this assignment in the form of a charge. Commit yourselves to excellence in everything you do, at work, at play, and in relationships. Stay engaged in the political process, because what happens in the White House, Congress, and in the state legislature will impact your life. Support your alma mater, North Carolina Central University, so that we can be here to nurture your children, your grandchildren, and your great-grandchildren into the next century of this institution's history. And yes, leave the world just a little bit better than you found it. Thank you, congratulations, and God bless each of you. I ask now for everyone to stand for the singing of the alma mater. And if you need the words, if you didn't master those words in Dimensions 101, then they are printed on the back of the program. After the alma mater, we will have the benediction by Reverend Evans.
Oh to him who is able to keep you from falling and to present you before his glorious presence without fault and with great joy, now and forevermore. Amen.
I ask you before we leave to acknowledge the outstanding service of our University Marshal, Dr. Les Brenton, who has served this institution in the role of Marshal, Chief Marshal, Supreme Marshal, the Marshal